Good afternoon, everyone. It's Christine Trainor talking to you from New Westminster, British Columbia again. I'm basically in my sweetie's room because there's a movie on that he's watching, and I thought I'd let him enjoy TV a little bit. So you might hear the TV, and you might hear. I don't normally sit in my sweetie's chair, but my kitty cat. I'll show you my kitty cat. I'll get myself off here for a minute. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to show you this. Let's see if I can show you. My sweet little baby girl, she's snoozing on my chair. So guys, I'm sitting on another little chair because I wanted her to sleep. And I'm putting myself back over here. I have settled down. I just wanted to show that to you first. Today is October 29th, day 320 of my everyday journey. So welcome. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. My day has gone pretty steady. As you can see, I'm still at well, this is my sweetie's futon, and he always keeps it open because sometimes we have friends over and they get a little tired, so he keeps it open for people to enjoy, to rest. That's lovely of him. So, like I said before, I'm in here for a while because he's watching the Ellen show on TV, and I don't like to disturb him, so I come in here to the front room. I come in here to his bedroom, which is basically his little office, and let him enjoy TV while I chat and do my everyday journey. Why not? Why not learn to compromise? It's always good to do that with those of you who you love. True, right? Because when you compromise with those of you who you love, and they compromise with you, life is really grand. That's what I think, guys. Totally. I think that's awesome. Now, I have a quote, but it's probably on my I tell you why I'm not really doing much on my Facebook page. Okay. I learned something interesting from a beautiful classmate of mine yesterday. Because I'm part of Cooler Brands, and we have that beautiful class, which is now called Agents of Change. It kind of changes every month. It changes the name up, but I think it's a beautiful class. It's a class of motivational. It's motivation. The beautiful teacher, Mr. Corey Moran, he really helps us become self-aware of who we are individually and how we can influence and share our lives and everything to other people through the social media. I love him. He's a beautiful man. And one of our classmates who met a new interesting gentleman who watches a lot of his videos. This guy's been on Facebook for a little while, and he sort of figured out how to crack the algorithm that can kind of get your algorithm gets screwed up when you get put in jail because Facebook is watching you. They're monitoring you, so they don't let once you become put in Facebook jail. You know what happens. You know what? They don't let people see you on other people's timelines, and so you're just having issues. Like I did a video yesterday, right? I did a wonderful video, like a Motivational Monday video, and maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 people saw it. And normally when I do my videos, I get maybe close to 300 people checking it out. So I knew there was an issue this past few days. Up until Thursday, I wasn't doing too bad, but I knew I still was having issues because for 2 weekends in a row, I kept getting put in jail. Okay, for 2 or 3 days. And as a result of that, I do believe Facebook monitored me so much that they wouldn't let hardly anybody see me on their timeline. So hardly anybody saw me. Now, I didn't post today because as a suggestion, my wonderful classmate who saw this wonderful, interesting man, I actually became a friend of this really cool guy on Facebook, and I was looking at his page. He's got an interesting page, and he talks about algorithms and stuff like that, and I've already checked out his videos. He's quite interesting. So what he's basically suggesting is, in order for you to get back on track and have a better algorithm, don't post on Facebook. Don't even do anything. Don't post anything for at least a few days, like a few days to 7 days. I guess it depends, right? And then your algorithm will come back because Facebook will realize that they realize that you really are not a threat, which I'm not a threat, guys. If you see my Facebook page under Christine Nordquist Trainor, all I'm doing is posting loving things and inspiration. But that's the way Facebook is. So as a result, I was put in Facebook jail and further because nobody saw me on their timeline. So I barely had an audience for past few days, barely. Now I have noticed didn't post today, and since the morning time, at least 30 or 40 people are coming back and checking out my page, which means that my algorithm is starting to get a little bit better. So it might take a few days. Sadly, every Thursday I do a weight loss thing, but I'm going to have to cancel it this time, guys, because I really want my algorithm to come back. Now but I do suggest this, guys, as I do this every single day. Continue to keep building your audience anyways. Keep going on other people's timelines. Keep loving and comment. Really interact with all your friends, even if you're not posting, because they will see that you are interacting with them. They see that you're enjoying their posts. Therefore, you're getting to know them, and they will come back and say, geez, she's constantly interacting. I must check out her post. So this is what happened to me today. Now, I was just checking today because I was just curious. I spoke to this one gentleman that my classmate was talking about, and I became friends with him, and I asked him a few questions because I love his page. He's very insightful. It's very motivational. I love it. And he said this. He said, well, give it 24 to 48 hours and see what happens. Because sometimes in 2 days your algorithm come back. Sometimes it depends on you and how you are on Facebook. If you're popular, you have a lot of friends, and you are very charismatic, you may not have to take so long, because I know my one friend on Facebook is so popular. He's been on Facebook longer than me. He's been doing this online marketing longer than I have in our beautiful community, Cooler Brands, and he has suffered. He suffered greatly. So I basically make a point of going to his page anyways, and I did, and then I realized that he stopped posting for 2 days. I went, he knows something interesting, and that's what he talked about on our class in our class yesterday. That this one gentleman on Facebook suggests that you just give it at least 7 days. You don't post, but still interact. I mean, still comment, still love and comment on your timeline to other people's stuff too, and as much as you can, and interact maybe in some of your maybe comment on some of your personal groups as well. Keep doing that so people are seeing you're being active, but just don't post anything on your personal page for at least a week. That's going to be hard for me. So far it's just been 1 day. I got 6 more days to go, and I'm going to experiment. I might do a post in a few days to see what happens, only if my algorithm picks up. Like, I'm thinking if it starts to pick up by at least Thursday or Friday, I might post something. But he just said experiment, and I noticed so far, I was checking my Facebook page today, and it doesn't seem to be doing too bad. But this is good information. I'm sort of sharing this out for you all because it's wonderful information. Because when you are a part of a beautiful group of people, and you start to have issues on Facebook, especially through social media, and if you are online marketing and you are getting constantly put in Facebook jail, to have somebody talk about this and share it with you, to give you the skinny and how to do it, it pays to have beautiful friendships on Facebook, people that know and love you very well. This is what I wanted to share with you today, because I know that sharing, it's like with my sweetie. I'm actually compromising with him. I'm sharing my time with him, but I'm staying in here. And I'm letting my little kitty cat sit in my sweetie's chair so she can have a good rest. And she's resting well. Yes, and now she's giving herself a nice good grooming. It's so sweet. And I compromised with her and let her enjoy the chair. I shared the chair with her so she can enjoy it. Yes. So this is what I'm doing today. I'm sharing this little tidbit that I'm learning about. And I'm still going to learn, because it's basically personal development. I just learned something new. How to crack the code every time. Slightly, I'm learning through a friend how he is cracking the code, how to get your algorithm back when you're put in jail, and Facebook jail, and nobody is looking at you on their timeline, so you can't get your audience built up properly. But still, I suggest to constantly interact regardless, because I have a lot of people on my timeline. I have at least 40 or 50 or 60, almost 100 people on my timeline. I go now for the next few days. All I'm doing is, of course, I'm following up with my lovely people that I talk to about what I'm doing, as well as I am sharing. I'm loving and commenting on my timeline as much as I can to get to show my wonderful friends that I love them. I love who they are, and I'm talking to them and giving them loving comments to help them through their days as well. So you can do that too. You don't have to literally do nothing. You can go on to your timeline and other people's pages that you know that are really wonderful, and you can love and comment. Still continue interact as much as you can on a daily basis when you are in Facebook jail. And you come out of Facebook jail and they're still monitoring you and they're not letting anybody see you on their timeline, you still should do that. This way, there's people, your friends are seeing you, you're still trying to interact. And you know what's interesting? When that kind of happens, people will come back to your page and start commenting on your post that you have already on your post. You know, that's what I think is interesting, because I noticed today when I was checking my post now, I'm having more comments, much more comments, especially on the video I did yesterday. Yeah, all over. At one time it was only 2, now it's 23. And I did a post and it's 24 people commenting, which means almost 20 people have viewed it. And my one I did on the weekend, I noticed about 18 views. But the one I did about on was it? I did on the 26th it's got 22 views, and the one I did on Friday got about 34 views, and the one I did with my weight loss has gotten close to 51. So I noticed my algorithm is slowly coming back. So this is what I'm doing. I'm checking all my posts every single day to see how it's working. So this is what happens. So the more days I don't go on, the more days I don't post, the people go, oh, I missed your post. Oh, I missed your post. Oh, I should make a comment. So I think maybe Friday I might do a post, we'll see. So far it's day 1 of cutting back on doing my posts on my personal page. We'll see what happens. But it does work. Your algorithm will come back. People will come check you out because Facebook realizes you really aren't a threat. But for some reason, they think I'm a threat. So they're monitoring me and they're not letting people see my posts. And my posts are very enriching. They're just loving, motivational posts, sharing who I am to people and my life as a loving Facebook user and social media person, you know. And that's all I'm doing. I did go on my business page and just post a couple of things. You see, my Instagram, I post, it literally goes to one of my Facebook pages automatically, so that's okay. I am actually posting quite a bit on my other platforms because I have 3 other ones, and that's what I'm doing. I'm making an effort to really get a lot more out on my other platforms. Plus, every single day I am doing this. I'm constantly communicating and interacting with my friends and going on their pages on my timeline and loving and comment. I keep doing that regardless if nobody's coming back to see me, because I know they're going to come back and check out my posts because I'm still interacting with them. Always interact with your friends regardless of how you feel. Take an hour every day, maybe 2 or 3 times a day, an hour, 3 hours. You have to maintain true communication to all your friends as much as you can. That's what I'm learning to do. That's part of my learning experience, my personal development on this interesting road I'm on in social media marketing. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. It was just some information I wanted to impart and share with you all. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Make today a great day in your everyday journey, because only you can make it a great day in all you do in social media. And stay true to your friends. Always communicate on your timeline. That's one of the keys that I wanted to talk about today as well. My love to you all. See you tomorrow on day 321 of my everyday journey. Bye.